DBros Discussions. If you guys don't know, that's the name of our podcast for any new people here. DBros Discussions. Episode, like, I don't even know. We're in season 2, though. If you haven't seen season 1, go check it out. It's more of a different podcast setup and everything. This is the new revamped podcast setup. So this is season 2 you're watching right now. We're going to be just talking about our trip to Detroit, which was last weekend. That was pretty eventful. So we're just going to be talking about that, you know, for the remainder of a podcast. I'll still call it a podcast. Well, actually, I'll decide by the time it's done. We'll see.
Should I start us off?
Well, first I'll start like with a question. Like, what would you rate it? Like, how good is Detroit on a scale from 1 to 10?
I'd give it a 10. I'd give it a 10.
Yo,
Detroit's actually a solid spot.
That's insane.
You know?
Okay,
for a person like
10.
me.
So my next question was, would you go back there? Which is kind of like, I guess, self-answered, honestly, because he said 10.
I'd go back there.
You go back, okay.
100%.
Okay.
And we were only there for a day, so I would definitely go back and explore more the next time.
You know what's funny about, like, whenever me and my brother go somewhere? Like, whenever we do anything on the weekend, it always seems like we've done, like, as much as, like, you could do in, like, a week. Because we're just moving like that. We're not, like, in one spot, like, the whole time, you know? We're, like, everywhere. Like, in Detroit, I mean, you're going to hear throughout the story, but, like, we went a lot of different places, and it would sound like a whole week. If I didn't tell you we were only there for a day, it would sound like a whole week. But, yeah, we're only there for a day. Like, 6 hours to be exact.
Yeah, we were only there for, like, 6 hours.
6 hours,
right?
6 hours.
Yeah, so we drove to Windsor, which is, border Detroit, which was 3 hours to Windsor. And then from there, we crossed the bridge to Detroit, which is 5-minute drive from Windsor where we were at. We stayed in Detroit for 6 hours and then came back the next day.
Yep, that's the end of the that's the end. Hope you guys were keeping up, because it's pretty quick. It's pretty quick. But catch you guys at that. If you blink, you missed it. Yo, if you blink, you missed it, right?
Nah, but to start,
dude, really cut to the chase. Dude, really cut to the chase.
Nah, but before we even got to Detroit, crossing the bridge, we thought we missed the border
I
control
completely
thing.
forgot about that.
I
completely forgot about that.
There's a little video if you want to put up on the screen. Like, we have a little clip of it.
Because it just ended up with the trucks.
Just send it if we have to, bro.
We just crossed the bridge, bro. Are you sure we're in the right spot?
Should I back out?
No, let's go.
Oh, I see a car.
Yeah, but they're coming this way, bro.
I think someone will honk, right? Probably a truck will honk.
Did we just cross? Did we just skip it? We definitely skipped it. I'm actually worried, bro.
Yo, because you could get like... No, but we followed the GPS, bro. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have footage, bro.
No, I think we're chilling.
Cars keep left.
Okay, yeah, we're chilling.
Like, we genuinely, we never crossed the border before. We thought we passed.
No, yeah, that was hilarious. Because, like, this is what happened. Like, our friend, he's been across the border, and he's, like, saying, like, you're seeing the video. He's saying, like, yo, I think we missed it. We might have missed it. So I'm just, like, I'm thinking, yo, you know what? We might have missed it, generally, because we're already on the bridge, crossing over to Detroit. We might have missed it. So I'm just like, yeah, whatever, send it. Yeah. Just send it. I'm like, yo, just send it. Because, like, we're just gonna say we didn't know. We followed the cars because we didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
You could just see me deep in thought. Like as this is happening, like Ali's like, kind of like saying, I think we crossed. I think we passed it. You're saying just send it. I'm the driver, so I'm just deep in thought.
What else were we supposed to do? Though? That's why I was like, I don't think a lot, but I'll make a quick decision.
But there was a little before we got to the bridge. There was a little spot to make a U-turn, like right there. That's when I asked, like, "Yo, should I turn around?" And you were just like,
"No." I was like, "Send it." I was like,
"All right." So I just kept going, and we have some videos of the scenery too.
Oi, we in London.
on the bridge, innit? Oi, bruv. Hold on, my camera's dirty.
Bro, bro, some of the new camera, bro.
Oi. Look at the river, innit? The river.
It was really nice. It was a really nice little, like, maybe 1 minute drive across the bridge to the other side. And then we got there. Everything went smoothly. He did check the trunk. I don't know why. But he checked the trunk, and it didn't really give us any problems after that.
Yeah, no, he didn't give us any problems, like, at all, honestly. Like, even, we couldn't find, like, our passports, like, our proof of vaccination or whatever. Sorry, not passports. You need the passports. We couldn't find our proof of vaccination. So he's like, it's fine. Just make sure you show them when you're coming back. But, like, nah, this guy at the, like, other side of the border control or whatever you call it. What are they called?
I don't know.
Border control, whatever. This guy was a so we give him, like, our IDs and everything, the passports, and he's like, why are you giving me your health card? I don't need your health card. I'm not a doctor or something. And I was like, okay, we get it. We get it. All right, you don't need the health card. But because the other guy, he asked for 2 pieces of ID, so we all gave our driver's license and health card. And this guy's like, I'm not a doctor. Why are you giving me this? And I was like, okay, we get it. Chill. Just give me back my health card now. Like, I get it. Like, what's wrong with you? Yeah, but, like, back to, like, the positives. Like, you said a 10. It was a 10.
Yeah, I'd give it a 10 out of 10 because the people there were like.
So yeah, what was your favorite part about Detroit?
I think it was just. I don't think it's my favorite part about Detroit, but just my favorite part about the trip.
Yeah,
was,
exactly. The Detroit trip.
Yeah, was the new scenery kind of thing, like new people, new scenery.
So the atmosphere.
Yeah, new atmosphere and everything. Because you get into the same daily routine and it just seems kind of bland, boring. So going there, just in general, was like
Joneses.
Just like a revitalizing experience.
Yeah. No, for real, it was different. I would say my favorite part about the whole trip. I don't really have a favorite part because I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Like the trip was like overall, like the whole, like, going to see, like, Ali at the end of, like, his
Uni.
school. Yeah, uni, and, like, going to that board game cafe and everything. The whole, like, Windsor in a whole, I would give it like 8 or 9. Like Windsor and Detroit. But, like, the Detroit trip, like a 7 or 8.
I mean, it did rain a lot. We were driving around for the most part.
Yeah.
Just looking for the mall.
Oh my God, looking for the mall. Okay, so here we go. We get into Detroit, right? Ali has the directions. He scanned it up on his phone before we get there, before we get into the States, because none of us have data in there or service. So then we get to this place, and it's like a mall or whatever type thing. Not the mall we were looking for, though. I don't know. Were we trying to get to that Somerset Mall from the start?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we were trying to get Somerset from the very beginning.
So we did not end up at Somerset. So we asked this guy, is there any parking around here, like, Somerset Mall? He says we gotta walk like 20. Did he say 25 minutes? Was that to Somerset?
I said like 10. I said, is it like 10 minutes? He's like, no, probably like more than that. But he didn't know we were looking for Somerset. We didn't tell him.
Oh, no?
He thought we were just like
Looking for parking.
yeah, just parking to go to this mall right here. He told me to go to the casino. He said we were parked at the casino, right?
Then we go to another guy. This guy, we tell him we need to go to Somerset. He puts it in his phone. He types in Somerset in his phone. Searches up on Google Maps, and then gives us the directions to Somerset. Something like that, right?
Yeah.
So we followed these directions. I have it. I'm the GPS. I'm GPS this. And then, honestly, I mean, to be fair, like, I'd never been there, but, like, honestly, I should have checked the destination and, like where is this about to lead us, So we're going to Somerset. We're looking for Somerset Mall, mind you. So while we're driving, I'm seeing our destination coming up. I'm like, yeah, I don't see no mall. And then I realize we're on Somerset Street right now. So this guy sent us the direction to Somerset Street. And, like, we're looking around. We're like, yeah, this well, it dawned on me. I was like, yo, this guy could have sent us to some hood. Because it genuinely looked like that. I'm like, yo, this looked like some hood, honestly. We decided we're going to ask someone for directions. Another one. This is the third person we're about to ask.
Yeah, so again, I'm the driver the whole time, right? So I turn onto this street, Somerset Street, and I'm like, he tells me, he's like, the destination's coming up, right? And I'm like, okay, what now, right? We see some people walking on the street. Friend in the back is like, we should ask someone. I was like, okay, all right. So we see a guy walking on the street. I'm like, should we ask him? How about him? All right, yeah, biggie. No biggie. Ask him. I roll down my window as I'm, driving by him, and then I'm slowing down. This guy, he has a bar in his hand. He drops the bar, puts up his hands, and it genuinely looked like we were doing a drive-by.
So, mind you, we drive a black car, tinted windows, like blacked out car, tinted windows. It could have looked like a drive-by to him, so.
And the guy was like, yeah, this is the right dress.
What if he sent this to like some point?
We should ask someone, eh?
Yeah, because our destination is coming right up, man. This guy right here? Maybe?
Yeah, why not? Oh, no.
Hey!
No, too good.
Oh shit, maybe he thought we were about to... Yeah, he thought we were about to pull up on him, bro. That was a bad idea.
Yeah, it genuinely looked like a drive-by. And as I'm winding down the window, I see this, like, from his perspective. I get a out-of-body experience of, like, of what it looks like from his perspective as I'm winding down the window. So instead of, like, stopping in front of him, I just, like, just kept driving, just booked it. Because I didn't know what he was carrying on him.
Scared the shit out of him, though.
Yeah,
like, whatever he's carrying, he dropped it and he put up his hands. He thought he was about to, like... get caught in a drive-by, honestly. So
from that point on, I was like, we were a little more cautious of how we approached people. We kept the windows down because they are tinted black, all blacked out cars. So we kept the windows down, and then we pulled into a gas station where another guy was, just posted up there, I guess, filling up some gas. So we asked him where to go to get to Somerset from there, and I'll never forget his directions to the mall from where we were at to this day. He said, and this is word for word, he said, "Oh, you trying to get to Big Beaver? You gotta go west on 94,
West on 94, yeah.
north on 75,
75.
take 75 down to 16 Mile Road. That's Big Beaver, 16 Mile Road. And then from there, you're not gonna be able to make the left. So you're going to have to make the Michigan right. You get me? Word for word. Word for word, that's what he said.
Yeah, and he's saying...
I still remember it.
Yeah, when he said Michigan I just looked at him, and I looked back at you. I was like, yeah, all right, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I was like, hell. He's like, you have to make the Michigan U.
I never heard of a Michigan U in my life. I don't know what kind of driving move that is. I don't know what kind of driving maneuver that is. So... yeah, so then the first thing this guy is like, he's like, yeah, you gotta come left out of this place, left out of the plaza, right? So we didn't see nowhere to go left, so we just went right. And this guy is probably like looking in his car like, these idiots didn't understand a word I said. Yeah, we finally reached Somerset Mall. And that was actually a pretty sick mall. Like, it's pretty sick. Like, aesthetics wise, and like, I ain't got no money to buy anything, but it was
the malls in Toronto, which are also just as nice.
Yeah, like Yorkdale, I'd say. I'd say it's like Yorkdale.
Yeah, we're Eden Center too.
Yeah, Eden Center too, but at the same time, like, Eden Center doesn't have those luxury stores, or do they? I don't know.
Well, they have some, but yeah, the Yorkdale definitely. That Somerset Mall definitely has more. Yeah. But in terms of like the layout, like 3 floors, sort of like a Eden Center thing,
Yeah.
Like 3 floors, and just in terms of the aesthetics, it looked comparable to Eden Center, to be honest. Personally, my favorite mall is still Square One. So
Square One.
So yeah, I think a lot of people would like this mall in Detroit. If you like shopping a lot, and this is like it's a go-to mall.
And to anyone in the area that thinks Square One is bad, it's only because you've been to it so many times that like it's more like natural to you. But say you lived somewhere out in Alberta in the prairies. Is that still in Edmonton? I don't know my geography like that. Sorry. Alberta, Edmonton.
Alberta, Saskatchewan.
No. Alberta would be in. Edmonton would be in Alberta.
Yeah,
if I'm correct.
Yes. Saskatchewan.
yeah, if you live somewhere out in Saskatchewan, you're gonna appreciate Square One a lot. Like you're gonna think this mall is sick. But you get me, like it's like only because you've been there so many times, it's like, yo, this shit is ass. But yeah, no, it's a great mall, man. It's an amazing mall. But yeah, I would say Somerset was comparable to Eden Center. It was a good mall. It had a lot of spots, and the only thing that was like kind of lacking, in my opinion, was the food court. But we still tried this like burger spot there,
Shake Shack.
Shake Shack, yeah.
Yeah, which was actually really good.
Dope.
It was really good.
And another thing is we went there on Sunday, so Chick-fil-A is closed on a Sunday. So that would definitely up the food court as well. But yeah, that wasn't open. Yeah, but you know, the food court is alright. It was alright. As for anything else we did, we also went to a library in Detroit with some sick staircase or something, but we didn't get to see it because it's closed off to the public for now. So yeah, after that we just went right back to the border, right?
Yeah, after the library, we went back to the border, and it took a little while longer to get past to get through to Canadian border, but it wasn't too long. The only thing was, like, when we got there, like we said at the start, this guy was giving us a hard time. It wasn't a long day, but it was a tiring day, you know? Like, we did so much in the day that
because mind you, we started on the left side of Detroit, we drove all the way to the right side of Detroit and had to come back up and then drive north. So
yeah. Other than that last encounter at the border, I'd say it was a 10 out of 10. Even with that, I'd give it a 10 out of 10 trip. I would say if you are gonna go to Detroit, go to Somerset Mall, and make sure you go to the right spot, 16 Mile Road, Big Beaver.
So I want to know, like, how many other spots in Detroit do you think that we miss? You know, because we did a lot. Like, we started off at the lake or whatever, the river, and then the stadium, and then went to that little place that Ali was talking about, the art gallery thing. Then we went to the mall. We also saw some like hoods. You know, we went to the hood. Because we were in 8 Mile. We went to the library and we went to the mall. We did a lot.
Yeah.
What more? Like, why would you want to go back to Detroit? Like, I don't know. There's probably stuff we missed, but like, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I honestly don't know. I'm pretty sure it's like big enough that we missed like a couple spots. 100%. Even like we were talking, we doing public interviews and everything there. You'll see a lot of those shortly. A couple of them, you know. We met some guys from Flint. You know, we met some guys from Flint, which is
oh man.
So I have a question.
I'll give it 8.
If you were to like compare it to, let's say, New York, like what do you think you would like more? Like Detroit or New York? We haven't been to New York, by the way. I'm just,
Honestly?
Could Detroit have got a 10?
So honestly, it could have been a 10. It was just more like we kind of like ended up driving a lot. Like, we drove a lot. There was nothing too new. I mean, I got to see the mall. We got to see a sick mall. It was sick. But like other than that, like nothing really caught my eyes. Maybe because like we didn't look around as much.
Yeah.
But in the mall. But like other places outside the mall, like library is pretty sick. We went to like a gallery, which is also pretty sick, like an art gallery type thing. And yeah, those were pretty sick. And then the river as well. Maybe like more of an activity though type thing. Like an activity would have been cool as well to do. You feel me?
Yeah. All right. Well, honestly, I'd still give it a 10 out of 10. But the next spot we have to go to is New York.
New York.
We gotta go to New York. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that'll be the next trip. Stay tuned for that. It's happening. It's gonna happen sooner than you think. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be just around the corner.
Who knows? Maybe someone's watching this video like
when it's
a
already
year from
happening,
now,
you know?
and we've already gone to New York.
So yeah, just stay tuned. You know, keep up with the travels. You know, that was a car trip. Probably want to do another road trip.
Yeah.
Road trip. Probably got to plan it out a lot more if it's New York.
No. This time we're gonna make sure we have like a map. Probably have some data as well for the day because that was kind of wild.
Yeah, we just went to all the way down to Detroit with just a duffel bag and that's it. Like
Yeah. No, it was still fun. Don't get me wrong. So yeah, that was our trip to Detroit. Hopefully it was kind of entertaining for you guys to listen to. I hope.
Make sure to put those videos up on the screen.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It's gonna be there. It's gonna be a good video. I'm doing it after all. It's gonna be pretty good.
You know it, DBros content.
Yes, sir. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like and comment what was your favorite, funniest part about the video, and the story. And if you're new, of course, subscribe to the channel. Catch you guys in the next video as soon as you turn on that post notification. DBros out.